When it comes to telling the youth to reach for the stars and letting them know they can be whatever they want to be, a doctor, a lawyer, a president, those are just the first three occupations to bring up, and they are symbols of an established man or woman of prestige all over the world. But there should surely be another position within these occupations, and that is a construction worker. Without these strong, well-trained, and exceptional workers, doctors, lawyers, and presidents wouldn't have a residence, an office, a courtroom, a lab, a hospital, a clinic, etc. to work in. So in this video, we will be discussing some of the ingenious skills that construction workers possess. So hit that like button, share the video, subscribe, and ring the notification bell. Physical strength and endurance. It comes as no surprise that construction is a physically demanding job and requires considerable strength and stamina to carry out a mass variety of tasks at the construction site. It has been estimated that almost 50% of construction jobs require strenuous heavy lifting work. To prolong their careers and avoid aches in their future, workers must possess proper posture and form to effectively and safely conduct manual labor both indoors and out, and underground and high above the urban streets. Dexterity and hand-eye coordination. Right along with physical strength and endurance comes the necessity of construction workers to have above-average hand-eye coordination and dexterity. Construction jobs require sitting, lying, and standing for long hours, so limb coordination or motor skills are needed to move both arms and legs quickly and accurately in any environment. Balance is crucial to safety. Plus, similar to a pilot, construction work also requires excellent eyesight. Skilled workers are expected to be able to read documents, examine details at close and far range, and see gauges and dials to operate the equipment properly. Building and engineering knowledge. Since technology is always getting better and faster, technical knowledge is just as important as physical competence. Believe it or not, but about 36% of contractors fail due to a lack of adequate training and inexperience with particular types of work or machinery. So, being familiar with the materials and tools needed to fill a wide range of construction services is invaluable to a worker's skill set. Some amazing life-saving skills you should possess in the field include masonry, surveying, ironwork, plumbing, HVAC, and demolition. Plus, construction workers must be able to repair structures like highways and bridges. And of course, know-how of renovations, framing, roofing, building materials, and power tools are a necessity. But that's not it. Many jobs require construction workers to know and distinguish the different types of heavy equipment needed for various tasks. For example, there are several kinds of bulldozers, and each type has advantages and disadvantages when handling different kinds of materials. It would be a big waste of time and money if construction foremen and engineers order the wrong type for a job. Strong reading and math skills. When you were in high school taking various math courses, someone would always say in protest, "Why do we have to study this? We'll never use it." Well, this is where math is mandatory. Construction work involves more than just manual labor. It requires knowledge of math, algebra, and geometry to calculate building materials, keep track of measurements, and determine necessary adjustments. And since construction work demands a load of documentation, reading is also a required important skill as the interpretation of blueprints is of the utmost importance. Memory. Construction workers have so much to do, and often with very little time. So any construction worker who is like a child and has to be told to take out the trash every day surely won't cut it in this field. Those who need to be reminded repeatedly on how to do tasks will be lucky if they make it for a week in the construction field. As a matter of fact, construction companies seek employees who can work independently and self-sufficiently, just like most employers. Construction work requires precision and accuracy, so excellent memory is a necessary trait in order to recall important details, processes, and procedures that must be followed accordingly, or the entire operation can bring about some deadly safety issues and some furious clients. Communication. Since reading skills must be advanced in the construction company, regurgitating that information is also just as important for explaining one's ideas during brainstorming meetings or planning projects. So communication is one of the most crucial construction skills. Would you believe that 48% of construction reworks occur due to poor communication? On the job site, construction workers will need to be able to communicate questions, directions, and decisions to their team, as well as craft emails, reports, and other documents. The criteria of having good communication skills include reading, vocabulary, ability to listen and follow directions, and of course, verbal communication. Plus, written communication is just as vital as the rest. experience with technology. In the age of technology, you can bet your bottom dollar that technology continues to be one of the most significant factors of our world. And this fact is no different in the trends for construction, as it has had major impacts and will continue to have major impacts on our way of life and living. According to construction tech firm JB Knowledge, 54% of construction companies have research and development departments for new technology. This is a must to be competitive in today's market, and today's workers are expected to adapt to new advancements in construction technology. They say that we should learn something every day, and practice makes perfect. Well, construction workers are expected to keep up with technology such as augmented and virtual reality, BIM or building information modeling, drones, mobile apps, and construction management software. Willingness to learn. Since this field requires everyday learning, construction workers should also have a willingness to learn, and even better, a strong desire to enrich themselves with more information to utilize it towards their goals. The construction industry continues to evolve with new methods, tools, and techniques that make the job easier and more cost efficient. Those who are proactive in learning new trends will be able to teach the rest of their team, which is a key skill to have for more senior positions. This desire to learn more and spread more information and techniques is one of the foundational pillars to determine a leader. Problem solving and decision making skills. If you think your life might be messy, imagine all the problems that are always present on construction sites. What we might deem as a small problem can easily become a mountain of predicaments, whether it has to do with inaccurate measurements, tools, unexpected weather conditions, or project delays. Issues need to be addressed immediately to ensure a project stays on track, and most importantly, to assure the safety of the construction workers. So it is essential that every construction worker has the discipline to be able to make quick decisions and think on their feet to provide solutions. Project organization. As you have clearly seen, construction has many moving parts, and many points of action must coexist and be completed in a synchronized manner to guarantee the integrity of the project. So project organization is a highly sought after skill. According to PlanGrid, construction professionals spend 35% of their time on non-optimal activities, like looking for a project information or dealing with mistakes. These meaningless tasks can cost massive amounts of money and time. Employers in this field look for organized employees that will be able to make effective use of their schedule to get the job done and avoid any unnecessary or time-consuming tasks. Teamwork. Only the three little pigs built their house by themselves. This is surely not the case with construction work. It takes an entire crew to build a house, and several crews to construct buildings, bridges, and roads. Construction work is very much a team effort, requiring constant collaboration with peers, supervisors, and government institutions like the Civil Engineering Office. On the job site, there is no time to waste on disagreements and uncertainties. Workers who are able to work and communicate well with their co-workers must also be able to motivate their team and make sure that the project gets completed on schedule. If there is one weak link, the entire operation can be jeopardized. So aside from harmonic teamwork, construction workers need to possess emotional intelligence levels that don't bicker in petty emotions of jealousy, envy, pride, or pig-headedness. As a matter of fact, studies show that the most successful project managers invest 60 to 80% of their time on the human skills of project management. And this teamwork idea doesn't only extend to the construction crew, it is also necessary with the customer. Construction workers need to have patience, empathy, expert knowledge, and the ability to handle surprises in order to manage client questions, concerns, and complaints. Leadership. While on a team, it is best to often have some spearhead figure to rely on for direction. And while not all workers need to be managers, have managerial skills, it will give you an edge in the field. And these leadership abilities will help you complete tasks that will advance your career. The most important of these leadership and management skills are managing work sites, performing quality control, developing estimates, negotiating prices, directing teams, and reaching out to and corresponding with prospective clients. Do you have what it takes to be in the construction field? Now that we know what entails the definition of a construction worker, I bet we can all show them a great deal of proper respect. So leave your comments down below and share this video with your friends. Plus, like, subscribe, and ring that notification bell.